let's go back and just say hello to everybody's here, even though it's going to put us way behind.
Sorry.
So Joe's friend is here. Liz is here. Christopher's here. Carmen's here.
Hi, guys.
Leonka. Shelly's finally catching alive.
Hello, Shelly.
Cynthia's here. Red Wine since it can't hear, we fixed all that. September is here. Sarah is here.
Hi, Sarah.
Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne.
So, what is going on, everybody? How's everybody's Saturday doing?
Yeah. What are you guys doing? Is it warming up where it was cold? And is it cooling down where it was hot? It is not cooling down around here.
No.
I look dewy because we went outside on the patio, and I'm like...
Anthony and I cut yesterday, and like summer is here. At least summer in South Florida.
Girls don't sweat. We glisten, and I am glistening like a hog. A hog.
So today's been interesting. Today's been offer up day. We sold Rachel's mom's treadmill.
Which I could have told her when she purchased it.
Be careful, she may be watching.
That's a coat hanger. That is never going to get used. You are never going to use that. And she was like, I'm totally going to use it. And she sent me a video of her using it.
Move over that way to center us a little bit.
The one time she used it, I think maybe twice she used it. And then she's like, yeah, I understand that it's very popular to sell workout equipment now. Can we sell mine now? So yeah. You want to see silly is me and Anthony walking the treadmill down the street to my house so that somebody could test it at my house since there's a bunch of us here.
Yeah, I don't want to send them to Rachel's mom's house.
But it was like, you're doing it wrong. You're walking a treadmill. You're supposed to walk on the treadmill.
By the way, welcome. I'm Joe.
And I'm Rachel.
And we're two crazy ketos if you're new to our channel. Today, we decided to go live. We've got to pick the winner for the Lollies cookie clusters. But, you know, if you're new to our channel.
You're not shaking that right.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
In 3, 2,
Are
1.
you doing an autumn shake?
Of course. She does it the awesomest. You have to make a toast.
I have to make a toast?
Yeah, like she always shakes it and makes a toast.
I have the perfect toast.
Okay.
So we were cooking lunch. We're going to get to the comments.
Oh.
We're cooking lunch on the Blackstone. The dog, we sit down to eat on the patio. We're like, yeah, it's nice out. It's a little hot, but I'm going to go look for a new ceiling fan for out there too. And Tabitha comes in like,
very casual.
Here we go.
Very, very, okay.
And she brings us this.
Oh, and a piece just broke off.
It's the skull. I think it's from a lizard. She dug it up. Actually, what happened was we had a canoe. You want it?
No, I don't want it.
We had a canoe on the side of the house that we bought at a campground almost 10 years ago, right?
Yes.
So we bought this thing at a campground. They were going out of business. We talked about it on the other live stream. And we don't use it because
I'm getting an antibacterial wipe.
We got into kayaking. So we said, hey, why not sell it? We sold it for as much as I paid for it 10 years ago. So I was pretty excited about that. And I think that this was underneath the canoe because she came over with the spine later on in the afternoon. So Rachel, what are you doing? Let's see. Here you guys are. I'm just looking for some comments here. Let's see. Gail says she can hear us. Jennifer's here. Says such a great treat for the day. Sarah said it's 43 in Illinois and it's raining a ton.
Wipe your hands. Then after she got done bringing us the skull, I see her walking around and Joe is like, oh, she has a bone. It was not a bone.
It was not the spine.
Well, yeah, it was a bone.
So
you thought it was a stick.
I'm toasting her digging up bones.
I hope she never does it again.
Carmen said it's 66 today.
Oh, that seems perfect. Doesn't that seem like a perfect temperature?
Yeah. And Jamie has a batch of our yogurt in the Instant Pot as we speak.
I hope you enjoy it.
Since what Lori said, they were recovering from a massive storm last night. I wish it would rain here. It has been super hot, like in the high 90s, almost 100 degrees.
We're getting
we got like 2 minutes of rain today.
Yeah.
Not even enough. Like I still have to turn on my sprinklers.
Just enough to grow some mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are ready.
Oh, really bad.
Terrible.
Charlene said we finally have sun near Pittsburgh.
That's exciting.
Krista took a 3-mile walk and getting ready to barbecue. It's only 55 degrees in Western New York.
Wow, that sounds delicious. Oh my goodness. 55.
Elizabeth said it's warming up in Utah. Paul said it's 70 degrees in Texas.
Southern California, Lou says it's very hot. Ugh.
It is.
We feel ya. And it's only going to get hotter here in Florida. That's right, Yvonne.
I mean, it's scary that it's April. What is she doing?
Okay. Thankfully, Roscoe is playing with a screw, like a bolt. We don't know. I am so on edge with these animals. Like, I don't know what she's bringing. When we brought the treadmill over here, I said, hey, let's just put it on the front porch. Guess what was there? Another dead mouse offering.
Nice.
From this one.
Diaz said it's 93 degrees in Central Florida.
Ooh.
Shelly said it's 60
It's
in
a
Oregon.
little bit cooler. I'll trade you.
Slapasick said, my Saturday is mostly participating in a fundraiser online this year, all to raise money for adoption. One of my favorite days of the year because they've helped us twice.
That is
so
such
awesome.
a nice thing to do.
I had to go over this morning to help a friend of ours who is getting ready to foster and then adopt 2 children. And so we had to do some rearranging and stuff in the house, looking at like air conditioning options and things like that.
Yeah,
so,
how to make rooms, new rooms.
So,
I love it.
Christopher said it's rainy all day there, hoping it stops so you can cook outside. That is one thing that we are blessed with, that we have a covered patio.
Yeah.
So even if it's raining, we can still cook. I think we chased the kids away. I didn't tell them that they had to go away.
But they're out on the patio, which is fine.
They didn't have to. So Anthony is out of things to watch on TV. So
he's watching Big Brother now.
He's binge watching Big Brother from last year. He's got his girlfriend Sarah watching it because CBS gives you a 30-day free trial.
So he's going to watch all
So he's watching all
season.
40 somewhat episodes in 30 days. That's his goal.
That seems about right. We started watching a show called Community.
It is awesome.
Hilarious. I was not even aware that it was on.
My thing is like how far down the totem pole has Chevy Chase fallen? That
it's a great show. It has so many awesome actors on it. I think it was an NBC show.
It was an NBC show. Cindy said, cooking today seared a beautiful fat cap pork shoulder roast and just popped in the Instant Pot for dinner.
Yum. Red Wine says, it's a beautiful day. We are here in Oklahoma, heading to Houston, Texas to deliver tomorrow. Awesome. Well, thank you for just continuing those deliveries. You're keeping us going, really, honestly. I mean, when you go to the stores and you see, you get kind of a perspective as far as...
I just ruined her dinner.
I know, it's so gross. Because the head...
It showed up as we were eating, or as we were about to take the first bite.
Terrible. But you start to see in the stores what is not the priority, what they're not like making sure that they have in stock. Mm-hmm. And when you see a whole bunch of bare shelves, it's like, wow, thank you for delivering and continuing to deliver. And all of the postal workers, all of the delivery drivers, they're keeping us going.
Bright Girl said it's 98.
98.
And Denise said it's 53 in North. It's so weird, like 50, like just up in North Carolina, and it's 100 down here.
So Gail says Tabitha needs to get her mouth washed out and a bath, and she just got a bath last night.
There's no point.
Last night. I am sure
you're not supposed to have to bathe Labradors because it's not good for their skin. What you really want is just like the dry rubs. You want her to smell good. That's all you want, but it's not good for her skin.
Show of hands. For who out there is like me and dry shampoo does not work. Dry shampoo does not work. I see so many people.
You wash your hair every day, though.
That has an awesome...
You're not supposed to wash your hair every day.
I understand, bald guy who's giving me hair advice. But I know so many people that dry shampoo works awesome for them. And my scalp is just not good for dry shampoo.
Patty said... it was perfect walking weather in Orlando this morning. It rained yesterday. I've been walking 4 to 10 miles a day. I like when it's not steaming hot.
Wow.
That is awesome.
I am so proud of you. That is awesome.
Angie said upstate Pennsylvania and sunshine in the upper 50s.
Sarah says, my cat is odd. She would never catch anything. We had a pet goldfish a few years ago, and she slept next to the fishbowl every day. Can you imagine what that fish felt like? Are you my friend, or do I need to just never sleep, and as soon as I turn my back, you're going to snatch me out of this?
It's funny, how much Grayson has intimidated the other pets in the house. Because... Roscoe is the biggest hunter ever. He'll kill anything.
He ain't going near Grayson.
He's terrified of Grayson. Tabitha, we were laying in the pool the other day, and we look over. I'm like, what are you doing? She's digging up a hole. A set of doves had built a nest in the ground. I was like, oh, I'm so glad they weren't burrowing owls. That's what I was worried about, because then they come and quarantine off our house.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you see these 3 doves fly up out of the ground, and then she's got one in her mouth. She likes to kill things, yet she is terrified of Grayson unless Grayson comes to her. And yesterday, came out of our bedroom, and Grayson had climbed down off of his cage and was walking around with her in the office.
I don't know what it is, though, about this wildlife, though, around us. What is wrong with them? Clearly, we have hunters in this house. Are they so, like, out of it that they're like, hey, I'm going to be the Bugs Bunny that makes my home in Elmer Fudd's backyard? Like, that feels really dumb.
Donna said it's 90 in Las Vegas, going to be 100 on Wednesday.
Wow. And it is a dry heat, right? Is that supposed to be better, dry heat?
I don't know. Years ago, I went out to Scottsdale, Arizona. I would rather have the humid heat than the dry heat, because when I went out there, and literally, I felt like I was I went in August, too. But I felt like really I was sticking my head in an oven. Like, you open up that oven, and you get that whoosh. That's what it felt like. And I would rather just sweat. Now, a friend of ours moved out to Arizona.
Does he like it better or worse?
I think he said it's just very different. It took him a long time to get used to. He's like, I never sweat. Because he's a fellow football official. And he's like, I never sweat. And he's like, but you have to go everywhere with a bottle of water because you're constantly having... You could
dehydrate and not even be aware of it.
Christopher said, take care of those people fostering and adopting. It's a crazy process.
Yes, it is. Oh, Christopher likes Community too. It is hilarious.
Joe's friend said my sister adopted her son at birth.
Best thing ever to happen. Yeah, our goddaughter was adopted and it was amazing.
April said my first batch of yogurt is draining in the fridge, going on 15 hours.
I am so excited for you to try it. I can't wait to see what you think about it.
Joe said, I can't watch Community or Parks and Rep. Too much flashbacks of my years working in local government.
I love Parks and Rep. Parks and Rep. Yeah, I used to always get accused of being Leslie Knope. Either Leslie Knope or Kimmy from...
You're a little dorky.
Yeah, I am. It's true.
And everything is a theme.
Yeah. Joe's friend. The cleaner a dog is, the dirtier they want to get. Yes. Why is that? It's almost like as soon as she got a bath, she was like, is there any poop I could roll in? Any poop out there? Maybe I should make some poop and roll in it.
Wait till Anthony and I start installing a fence tomorrow. We're going to start digging holes.
We
had a company come and give us an estimate for a fence, and they want $5,000 to go like 110 feet.
So yeah, we're digging holes.
Like, we're digging holes.
So Anthony kind of was like,
I said to the guy, any chance you'll do it without a permit? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, now I'm really digging holes.
It was funny though, because Anthony was like, we're going to be digging holes. And it's like, that's okay. Minecraft has prepared you for this, right? Like, it's all about digging holes, farming wheat, all of that stuff.
Christopher said, all 3 of my kids were adopted from birth. The youngest 2 were biological sisters. Couldn't have done it without financial help.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so Yvonne is with me on the dry shampoo. Thank you. Rachel, I look like an old lady with white hair when I use dry shampoo. Yes, it doesn't work for me. Thank you. Rachel, I use dry conditioner. It's much better on my scalp. I have never used dry conditioner. I have used...
You didn't have to go outside.
I have used the, like, little kid suave detangler. That has worked really well.
Okay.
But I feel like a child.
Denise is raising both hands. Doesn't work for her.
Yes.
Cindy's never used dry shampoo. Can't quite wrap her mind around why I would.
Okay, it feels a little bit like I don't want to take a shower. Like, maybe we go ahead and clean ourselves. Like, let's just do it, you know?
Shelly said dry shampoo doesn't work for me. Makes my head itchy. Tried multiple kinds, too.
I look like I have the worst case of dandruff ever. And I'm not kidding. There are these beautiful girls that I know. They look like Herbal Essence commercials. And I'm like, why does your hair look so amazing? And they're like, dry shampoo. And I'm like, no. I'm like one of the Golden Girls. It's like B. Arthur if I put the dry shampoo in.
Gail said, you guys are killing me with the killing stories I can't eat here. Okay, we'll fix it. Let's give away some lollies.
Yes, that's much better.
So if you saw, was it last Sunday we released the vlog of, what was that? Just looking for the chickens and stuff like that, right? So Lollies contacted us. They were giving us $30 gift card to give away. So all you had to do was comment on that video.
Now you can use the $30 on anything but adverbs. There is no adverbs.
Here's the thing. If hopefully the winner is on here or gets a hold of us right away.
Yes.
Because right now, Lollies is having a deal.
Yes.
And the Lollies deal ends tomorrow night, but it's buy 2 bags and get 1 free.
So if you get the $30 gift card.
So yeah, you can actually use the link below. And then the coupon is free bag, but you can buy 2 bags, which are $15 a piece.
Okay.
And then get a 3rd bag for free. So
listen to how this mind works.
whoever wins this, if they get a hold of us right away, like before tomorrow morning.
Please let it be somebody right here.
As soon as I hear, I'm going to text her and she will give me the coupon code or send them the coupon code, and hopefully they would get it in time to get a buy 2 get 1 free.
Yes.
So
okay,
let's go ahead and
all right.
pick the
I'm
winner.
crossing my fingers for this one.
Okay.
Pick the winner.
Gotta move the
Go.
comments.
How many people wanted Lollies? It's a really good giveaway. All right,
203.
All right, here we go.
Ready?
Yes.
Cheryl Morgan said, would love to be the win the gift card. I haven't tried them yet. Thanks for all you do.
Oh man, Cheryl, I hope that you are in here because this would be the perfect time for you to try it.
Make sure you go into our Facebook family group.
Yes.
And announce that. Cheryl Morgan won. Hopefully she'll get a hold of us.
You
If
guys-
you didn't win, sorry. But I am going to ask Lollies to do something for us for 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So they are just awesome people. And if you still want to get some Lollies, they are having the buy 2 get. That's the best sale I've seen from them in a while.
Yeah.
So buy 2 get 1 free because it's $15 a bag. So what is that taking off of a bag? It's about $6 off. Usually it's
amount.
a $3. Usually they sell them for $12 on sale.
Okay, so we're
I
getting
got
very
my favorite 2 flavors here.
close.
Actually, your
to
favorite
10.
flavor and mine.
I know. That's kind of awesome. Peanut butter macadamia
Carrot cake.
and carrot cake. So, we're getting very close to 10,000 subscribers. Please
We're
help
growing
us.
slow, but we're growing.
Help us get there
Yep.
so we can do the giveaway.
Yeah.
It's
So
gonna
just
be epic.
share the channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Every time you're subscribed, if you sign up for notifications, just because you're telling them YouTube that you want to be notified when we go live or when we put up a video, that immediately makes them think that hey, more people want to watch us, so they recommend us to more people, which helps it grow more and more and more.
Right.
So, let's go back to comments. Joe said, much prefer wet heat to the dry, but I love the dry cold compared to wet cold. Yes,
Oh,
I
that's
agree
true.
there. I agree that I use the open the oven, stick in your head analogy whenever I talk about Las Vegas in the summer.
Ugh.
Charlotte said, the Bugs Bunny who makes his home in Elver Fudd's backyard.
There's something wrong with this wildlife here.
Gail said, in case you're wondering, the new microphone sounds excellent. Thank
Well,
you.
nice. I like that.
It's nice to know that I invested $400 wisely.
Oh, Patty says they make brown dry shampoo.
Huh.
I need to try that
Well, let's try it.
because the white one's not working.
Rebecca said, use dry shampoo at night and the white powder will be gone in the morning.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because I do have some because of the fact that I've used it.
Patty said, add cocoa if you have dark hair.
Well, what if you have every color of the rainbow hair? Do they have every color of the rainbow dry shampoo?
Christopher said, I don't know how far you are into Community, but after season 1, it starts getting weird, even more hilarious. We're like 5 or 6 episodes in.
I love weird.
Yeah,
I
we
can't
do.
wait for it to get weirder. Okay, good. Ray said, I didn't know that there was dry conditioner either. I'm very excited about that.
Christopher said, I loaded up on the buy 2, get 1 free a couple of weeks ago. Now there's another one. Yeah.
I didn't even know there was one before.
I didn't either. I only knew about the $3 off a couple of weeks ago.
Congratulations, Cheryl. So Joe's friend says, I participated in beauty pageants before the advent of dry shampoo, but the second day hair was necessary for the best styling. We would never wash our hair the day of the pageant. Now, fun fact about my mom, when she was growing up, you would go and get your hair set, as she calls it, like for the weekend. So it was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like they'd go Thursday or Friday, set their hair, and she wouldn't wash her hair again until like Monday or Tuesday. Wow. Like this was years ago. But she still sort of does that. She doesn't wash her hair as often as I do, but my hair is like a grease ball. I have like the greasiest hair.
April Michelle Goes Keto said, I ordered the 10-pound bucket of Redmond's Real Salt today thanks to your positive reviews of them.
Awesome.
You will not be disappointed.
And you're going to go through it way faster than you think you will.
I can't say enough good things about Redmond. Not only of the salt itself, it tastes phenomenal. You'll never
really
want another salt. I mean, and I think anybody that's ever tried it, there's something about it. It's
like
much
sweeter
sweeter taste. It's just all of the minerals give it a different taste. You will find you salt a little bit more because it doesn't, when you buy that table salt, all of that iodized salt, it's very, like, I don't know, tangy, whereas this is a little bit sweeter. And you're going to go through 10 pounds pretty quickly.
You're going to be like, am I a monster? No, you're not a monster. That's completely normal.
But the owners of the company are just awesome.
Yeah.
They're really awesome.
Really awesome.
Cheryl said, I'm here. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. She's the winner.
Oh, awesome.
Congratulations.
Cheryl, send me a text message or send me an email at twocrazyketos@gmail.com.
Tell me, baby, what you'll do.
I have my phone here, and I will immediately Instagram it over to them, and hopefully they will get back to you right away.
I am so excited you're here. This is awesome.
Sense what Lori said, congratulations. Say Cheryl is here. Congrats on winning. That is awesome. April's been using the pink Himalayan salt.
I used to get my pink Himalayan salt from like TJ Maxx, honestly, if I'm being very honest about it. But after I found out that there is, some wonky stuff, first of all, they can just dye regular salt, and sometimes they sell that.
Right.
And then also when you think about all of the different salt mines there are not the same. They're not created equal. And then there's all of this
just waiting to see if Cheryl
transporting
emails me.
that goes across.
Right.
Well, we won't be on here too long. Then you can...
I know. I want to make sure.
He'll go down.
He'll
go down the email rabbit hole.
I just picked up my phone. I have 200 emails.
Well, 50 of them
I checked it an hour ago.
50 are from Joanne Fabric.
I know.
As we well know. I got 3 text messages from them. I was like, stop. And then another one. And then please stop. But still.
Rachel wants you to sing the Lolly song.
Lolly, 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 get your adverbs here. Every single time he opens it up, a bag of it. Poor Joe.
Christopher said you're going to like Redmond salt a lot better. Yvonne said when I have greasy hair, you can wash it more, but you have very dry. You wash it once a week.
Mine is oily. Like I could seriously wring it out and like fryer bacon in it.
It's not that bad.
It would make the bacon float. It would. And Caleb is just the same. Poor little thing. He wakes up and I'm like, did you take a shower? And he's like, not yet. And I'm like, sorry.
Liz said, make sure you aren't putting conditioner on your scalp. A lot of clients do that, and I have to let them know that it'll make their hair greasy and weigh it down.
Good to know. So
You make me massage conditioner into your hair.
Well, and the shampoo.
I know, but you specifically give me the conditioner and say, massage my scalp with that.
Liz.
She's telling you not to do that.
It feels really good, though. Liz, we are so missing hairstylist, right? I want you to know that I have not cut my bangs yet, and it is a daily struggle. I was on a Zoom call with a kids volunteer, just like on...
I didn't get it, Cheryl.
Thursday. And she was talking about, like, how concerned she was for her clients, and she was actually, like, sending out, root dyes to some of her clients that she knew would not be able to resist dyeing their hair themselves, and she was going to have to charge them like a ton of money to like fix what they've done. And I'm just trying not to create a situation where a hair person has to fix what I've done with the haircut.
I didn't get it yet, Cheryl, so I'm watching for it. What I actually don't even need your mailing address. I just need your email address.
April is saying, Joe, can you use the OOO flavor drops to flavor your homemade yogurt?
Yep. You can use, I've used the OO drops. I've also used the monk fruit, the lemon, because I've always liked lemon yogurt. I'm never a huge flavored yogurt person, but I do like lemon. You could also put vanilla, if you just have vanilla extract, if you want like a vanilla flavored yogurt.
Yeah.
She said resend, I spelled it wrong. Oops.
Oh.
Christopher said yes. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm going to send this over to her.
So now he's tunnel vision, dude. Like, that's it. Oh yeah, Liz, can you come cut my hair? I've actually even thought about, like, would there be a way somehow that you could like have a chair in your driveway and then like someone come in? It'd only be you and that person, right? Like, would that would be social distancing, right?
Right.
If it's just you and one person, could that be a way that people could get a haircut? Caleb looks like he's wearing a coonskin cap, and he will not let me touch it at all.
Cheryl.
So let me scroll up. Let's see. I thank you for that. I'm nervous to go back to work because we have people who come in that are always sick. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure that they're like that. It is kind of like a problem with that. Do you think that you will do like your work differently? Do you think you'll wear like gloves and a face mask going
I just
back?
want them to be able to get back to work. I was seeing that on Facebook today.
Well, my friend who was on the Zoom meet, she owned a salon, and she's like, yeah, I have not worked since the beginning of March. So let's see. Sarah, oh, super chat. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Thank you, Joy and Rachel, for everything you do and for always being so cheerful. Well, thank you. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you very much.
Patty says, Rachel, you have to decrease the frequency of hair washing, and then the oiliness will level out. You and your hair will love not having to wash your hair all the time, promise. Okay, Patty. Now's the time for me to test it when I'm home and not, like, going out all the time. I'm going to try it. Christopher says, we have a high school senior coming over to pick up a graduation gift from us across the yard, so I may have to leave shortly. That is so precious. I actually saw that our like local community is having special banners made to congratulate all of the graduates and all of like the different schools that are around our area. Because yeah, they don't get to have like graduation right now.
Oh yeah. I'm back. I messaged them on Instagram, so hopefully they get back to you. She said within 24 hours she would get a hold of the winner, so hopefully it goes through.
Carmen says it takes time to train your scalp to produce less oil, which means reducing the washing to every other day, also increasing time between washes over months. Okay. This is going to be hard.
Right now, you don't have to go anywhere except for here. So long as they're okay with you having some greasy hair on our live streams and our videos, we're good.
Are you okay with me being greasy?
Are you guys okay with that? Because I'm okay with that.
So
I was going to say about the graduations. One
Yes.
of our local towns, I thought it was really cool. Like a bunch of people like chipped in money. And they lined the streets with banners for all of the kids that are graduating from the high school. I don't know if you saw that. That was really
did. That's
cool.
what I was just talking about. But you were still totally, your nose was in the phone. And so he's out. He's like completely, he might as well be in another room when he's focused. He's like Chris from Keto Chow. But the other thing that I was going to say, but now you've made me forget it. All right. Next. Oh, I know what it was. I was going to say that I'm going to try the hair washing thing, because you guys were completely right about the dryer balls. Mm-hmm. Using the balls, instead of using the fabric softener has really helped a lot.
Except for one of our kids decided to be a help the other day.
It wasn't much of a help.
And did some laundry, but they did it in the evening because they're both like night owls and they want to stay up till like midnight or 1 a.m. Started the laundry, it finished, it sat in the dryer till the next day at like 9 o'clock, so now all of the clothes in there are sour because you can get away with that during the winter.
But not now.
But during the summer, down here, as soon as like that laundry's done, it needs to get into the dryer or get outside. It'd be nice if we did it outside, but as soon as you do that, otherwise it all smells. It goes rancid.
Well, now we're not putting a clothesline outside because I don't know that I have like a pet cemetery going on in my backyard.
Just friends said I saw the graduation banner story. What a wonderful thing for them to do.
Isn't that nice? Christopher says he'll be back later. My hair was, Donna says, my hair was always oily and now I only wash 2 times a week and not oil anymore. All right, I'm going to risk it. This is the time. This is the time to try everything. Right? Like, this is the time to learn a new skill and not worry. This is the time for me to practice my 90s hip-hop dance moves and get them down pat. Oh, really get them down pat. Because no judgment. And then when I go out and use my 90s hip-hop dance moves, I'll be awesome at it. Yeah. You know what I've always wanted to be good at and I've never been able to be good at is line dancing. Like country western line dancing. I've always wanted to know how to do that.
I don't dance. I don't sing.
Well, I mean, somebody will dance with me. I want to dance with somebody.
Come right in and said, last week I was typing an address to ship something and the address was Ball Road and I heard myself being Rachel in my mind.
Ball.
Katie's here. So try a co-wash. In between actual washings, I use shampoo every 7 to 10 days and a co-wash every other day for over 2 years now. She's got gorgeous hair.
Hair is freaking majestic. Okay?
Yes.
There's no other word for it, Katie, except for your hair is majestic. Majestic.
Sherry
Seriously.
said, hey everyone, I saw you were live. I needed some cheerful faces today.
Well, hello. Well, you're stuck with ours. This is the best we can do. I'm working on it. I need some lipstick. I am like
You
out.
notice, no Chris. We're
And
on the comments.
Bam.
It's
like
Chris.
That. Like that.
It's Chris.
He's awesome.
Donna said, I'm good at line dancing. Yes, to do it every Thursday and Saturday before the quarantine. It's my jam.
I think that is so stinking cool. I am mesmerized by that, by like the Irish step dancing. Of course, I always wanted any excuse to wear those like really tight curly wigs. Like, how cool are those? And then like hip hop. Ever since I used to watch In Living Color when I was little. Did you guys watch In Living Color? And Jennifer Lopez was like one of the fly girls. I always wanted to be able to dance like that. Katie says, "Aw, thank you. You guys are too much. Was glad to catch you." I just heard a bang. Hopefully Joe is still alive. Okay, so Nancy says, "Hi gang, quarantining in Northern California."
I was holding out on you.
Is that the pickle? You better give some of that up, boy. Pickle, porking good.
New flavor. It is dill. It's
Wow.
Like, it seriously is like eating a pickle.
Wow. Yes, because I was going to say, well, it leads with dill and the back end is sour.
I didn't even
But
look at the
like-
ingredients. She told me that
like
they're working
so
on
good.
making sure all the ingredients are better. The ingredients in this are pork rinds cooked in pork fat, salt, sodium, diacetate, and spice.
Lost It in
That's
Space
it.
says, "In Living Color was not invented when I was little, Rachel." You can watch it on YouTube, though. There's, like, really awesome ones. One of my favorite, because Jim Carrey got his start there.
Yep.
And the Wayans brothers were on that. Actually, I think
their show.
it was their show. And it was awesome. And
It was the poor man's Saturday Night Live, but it was funny.
it was way better than Saturday Night Live. It
Yep.
kicked Saturday Night Live's butt all through the 90s, honestly.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey as Vera. Or Fire Marshal, what was it? It was Fire Marshal Dan?
Sherry just got her dill pickle pork and good. That is good. Like, I have to tell you, like, I snuck it. It came
Those are good.
this last night, and I snuck
snuck
a
'em in?
couple. Well, I snuck a couple before.
Oh, you ate some.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
not the first
so-
batch. I mean, well, it's the first bag we've opened, but I ate like 2 of them before.
Do you hear this?
And I have to tell you, I think it's the best flavor.
I still like Stupid Hot. And
Stupid Hot is good, but I mean, if
Salt
you
and
just
vinegar.
want flavor,
Oh, yeah.
that is incredible.
Well, it's funny how close they get it to the actual thing. When they say, "Oh, salted butter," and you're like, "Oh my goodness, this really is like freakishly."
Joe's friend, I am so jealous.
batter.
I am no coordination. I cannot dance at all. Me neither.
I got 2 left feet.
You are very good at dancing.
What was it? It was Best in Show. Did you guys ever watch that movie, Best in Show? One of my favorite movies. And Eugene Levy actually has 2 left feet. He's wearing 2 left shoes. It's hilarious. Shanti says, "I done missed a live." No, you're right on time.
You're right here. Make sure you guys are all hitting the thumbs up button. We greatly do appreciate
Gail
it.
says, "I've never cared for Saturday Night Live, but I loved In Living Color."
I never liked Saturday Night
I
Live.
liked Saturday Night Live
a couple
the
of the
early years.
I like a couple of the old
Eddie Murphy.
skits. When you had Eddie Murphy,
Dan Aykroyd. Belushi.
all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've never been a big fan of it at all.
Although I did like, there's a few
And
little skits.
and the last like 10 years, it just got super political.
Yeah.
It's just like
And
making fun of whoever is in office, and like I don't need all that.
The one I do like is they did a Chantix commercial, like when you're talking about like any kind of medication and like all of the side effects that they're just sort of glossing over with medication. It was like Robert De Niro hands, like things that it like creates.
Lost in Space
funny.
wants to know what part of Florida we are. We are in South Florida in the Fort Lauderdale area.
Yep.
Katie just prepped another 20 pounds of pork belly to cure it into bacon and have pork carnitas in the oven. I actually have to go prep we have a pork belly that I need to do.
That is stinking awesome.
DS just ordered the 6-pack variety pack of pork and good on Friday using our code. It shipped out today. Yeah, now
think
again,
you'll
we
enjoy
are
it.
not affiliated with them at all. We don't make any money off of them. I know people have said you can get it cheaper from
So wherever you can get the
Nutrition.
cheapest.
We don't make any money off of them.
Constance, I think,
we
said-
reached out to them and said, hey, we would like to do a
wanna taste
review.
them.
And so they sent us some and said, hey, if you want, we'll give you a code for people to save some
Just
money.
because we are like everybody else, we like pork rinds with a flavoring to them,
Yeah.
but it's really challenging finding one that has good ingredients, and one where the taste isn't so mild, it's like, why bother?
Yeah, the only other one that's flavored at all that I really like that's got good ingredients are Epic, but they don't have a lot of different flavors. They only have a couple of flavors.
Yes, Gilda was hysterical.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, the one when she was like the newscaster, and she was like, I think that there should be violence on television. Why are people so against violence on television? And they're like, violence. And she's like, oh, never mind. So awesome.
Cheryl said, now I have to get dill pickle.
Yeah, the dill pickle it's really good.
It is really, really
I will
good.
be taking the rest of that bag. Did you order more than one bag, right?
We've got 6 bags.
Okay.
6 bags or 4 bags? I think it's 6 bags.
He's going to tell me 4, but there's really 6.
I don't remember what I got.
He can't read.
6 bags.
How many did I hide from Rachel?
No, it's
They're
still in the
underneath,
other room.
Behind all of the other bones.
I only have to hide Built Bars from you.
Built Bars, yes. You have to hide those for me because I will eat them. And apparently so will Caleb.
I'm not so much. I mean, I think I've eaten like 5 Built Bars since we ever found them.
Katie played Rosanna Dana in a school talent show. Oh my goodness. That is stinking awesome. Gilda, oh my goodness. I love that. Okay, now I'm going to have to go binge watch like old Saturday Night Live episodes. They did a couple where you could buy them.
Yeah.
Or even sometimes Amazon Prime will run it, and it'll be like the Gilda years where they're showcasing ones that are, just from them.
Joe's friend said the Judy Miller show when she was a brownie stuck in her room.
Yes, and she keeps like hitting the door and like falling back.
I didn't see most of these.
Oh my gosh, you're so awesome. Ideas on what to do with pork broth. Been boiling the pork shoulder bone.
I don't know. I've never really thought about that.
You know what I would do with it is poured over a little cauliflower rice.
That's a good idea.
Cauliflower rice with that.
We started, ever since that one video, I've been doing cauliflower rice on the Blackstone, and it makes it like a fried rice.
Yeah.
Rachel saw me go out to the kitchen earlier. Like, I have a mason jar with nothing but bacon grease.
Right.
And she's like, what is that? I'm like, because I leave it on the counter, and everybody yells at me because it's always on the counter.
It's liquid.
It's hot here.
I know.
But she's like, what is that? I'm like, oh, I got to go cook because I use bacon grease for everything. And then when I need more, I just put a fresh thing on the Blackstone and fry up a bunch of bacon.
So Lost in Space says, I watched classic SNL in the 70s. I was still in high school and stayed up late every Saturday night. Yeah, the classic ones are the best in my opinion. Chocolate City, happy Saturday, 2KK. Well, happy Saturday to you.
We don't have any more comments.
All right. Well, I'm excited that we're giving out some lollies.
Yep.
And you're going to be enjoying something delicious soon.
Let me see if she responded. I don't think she did, but...
Did it?
No. Not
okay.
Yet. Not yet.
Cheeseburger. Yes. Oh my gosh. Belushi at running the diner where like no matter what anybody ordered, he was like cheeseburger.
Yeah. Remember we used to have that place down here called Cheeseburger?
There was a restaurant.
They had a 1 pound burger. That was awesome.
And back then I wasn't ordering it because I was like, I can't have that much meat.
Now you can.
Now I can.
Now our thing is when there's a Fuddruckers around when we go away on trips and stuff, if they have a Fuddruckers, we go into Fuddruckers and get the 1 pound burger.
I always hear that name naughty in my mind.
What is wrong with you? You're such a dirty mind.
Well, I'm just saying that like I feel like did they have no focus group?
Shanta said, have you tried the banana nut bread Built Bars? Yes. So good. They are very, very good.
All of those Built Bars
We
are
honestly,
really good.
I had a bunch of Built Bars. I had one case that I hid, which obviously somebody found. We can't order them because,
I mean,
if Rachel just... that is the one bar that Rachel just has an issue with.
What's
I
up
can
with
have
that?
like stacks of perfect keto bars and other bars. And
Not
she's like,
interested.
yeah, once in a while I want one, but the Built Bar is so much like a candy bar. Rachel eats 6 in a day if you let her. She just said, please don't ever order them.
What's your bar that you can't order? What's your thing that you're like, I can't order this? What's your thing that you just can't say no to?
The other thing you can't have with Rachel is those pork rinds, the pork cracklins from Epic,
pork
the
cracklins
maple
from,
bacon ones.
Yeah. So if I am in trouble if Pork and Good does come out with a cracklin. If they come out with a cracklin, I'm in trouble because cracklins combined with amazing flavor, kryptonite. right here.
Well, the maple bacon ones were also very sweet, so you would eat a bag of those at a time.
It was the Cracklin taste. I just love Cracklins. That is just like...
What is everybody else's like? Yeah, is there anything that like you can't say no to?
Yeah, what's your thing that you're just like, no, I can't have that. Can't order it.
So,
Can't do it.
Katie said, Gail said, I would eat like a bone broth with some pork rinds in it.
Yeah, like dip it. I love that. Oh, the Coneheads. Yes, that's actually a great movie.
Rana watched the Elvis Presley movie and The Flying Nun.
I loved those. I loved, you know what was one of my favorite movies? What was the one? It was here in Florida, and they were homesteaders. What was the name of that movie? Do y'all remember? It was an Elvis Presley movie, and they were homesteading. Okay, now that's going to bug me, and I'm going to have to watch it.
Lost in Space said back in the 70s, the whole cast was on drugs.
Yeah, they were.
Unfortunately, that is the case with like a lot of comedians. Like one of my favorite comedians is actually Artie Lang. And
yeah, we've actually seen him several times.
The thing is that a lot of times it's just their way of kind of like they deal with their depression stuff with comedy, and then when that's not working, they get into the drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a shame because
it's so gifted.
So many of them. I mean, look at all of like the incredible comedians that like wasted their life with drugs.
But you know what? It's then when you find like a comedian like let's say Jerry Seinfeld, who's like super successful and channeled, and I'm sure that like it's like we're all human beings, so we all have like frustrations and struggles and stuff. And he's just like, I guess, just stayed super positive or something. I don't know, but yeah.
Gail said, I did that recently with ribs, and I made a crock pot, save the juices. Delicious.
Oof. Shanta says, I ordered them and regret ordering them because I eat them all the time. I have like 3 boxes of different kinds. Oh, you're talking about the Built Bars? I know. Those are really... Birthday cake Stoka bars. Those are freaking delicious. Keto bars, I eat them sparingly. That's good.
That's the one that I have a hard time not controlling myself with. And so when I do have them, I stick them in the back of the freezer. That makes me, because a lot of times like I'll keep stuff right on my counter. Mm-hmm. And I can usually walk past something and it could be sitting on my counter. Like I had Nush cakes for like 6 months just sitting on the counter. I'm like, yeah, I don't need that right now. But those keto bars, if I see them, I would eat 3 or 4 a day. So by putting them in the freezer, number one, it takes longer to eat for me. And number 2, I have to make the conscious effort to get up out of my chair and go dig through the freezer. Because I won't even put them just in the freezer. I put them like all the way in the back with stuff on top of it.
So you have all this time to be talking yourself out of this move.
That's right. I mean, it's almost
what are you doing,
like
Joe? What are you
it's
doing?
almost like Dr. Cyrus's like whole thing of like sequential eating. Like when you eat, make it where you have to walk across the room or reach across the table. So if I think I'm sitting down at my desk, I'm like, I want a keto bar. If it was right there, I would have already finished it. But if I have to get up and now I have to go to the freezer and I have to dig through the freezer and then repack the freezer, it makes it take a little bit longer for me to...
It is just amazing how we all have kind of a different vice. Mm-hmm. We all like just feel bad about it, which we don't need to because obviously everybody has something that they struggle with. So why feel bad? We just try to, rein ourselves in on that one thing, but know that everybody has a struggle with something.
Right.
But it's interesting how different it is and how every other thing I can say no to. And then one thing I have a struggle with, and usually what I do is really beat myself up for having this one thing that's a struggle. Like I'm less than because I haven't managed to work out and say no to everything.
Right.
But you know what? There's so many things that I walk past that I used to have a struggle with. I can go down the bread aisle at Walmart or Publix. I don't have any problem saying no to that. That is a huge victory. If there are things in your past that used to be a struggle and they're not a struggle anymore, let us celebrate that. That's right. Really, really awesome. You've come a long way, baby. So, if we're still struggling with one thing, we'll try to get a handle on it, put a fence around it. But like, don't beat yourself up. You've come so far. I used to couldn't pass anything.
I need to put a fence around food right now. Rhonda said, I thought the ingredients weren't good on Built Bars. They're not the greatest, but they're not horrible.
You did do a blood glucose
so they have something called resistant maltodextrin in it. Now, the problem is the label just says maltodextrin, but there are 2 different kinds. One is resistant, one is non-resistant. And so they use a product called, I think it's Fibrosol. And if you look on their website and then link to Fibersol, you can find out all about it, how it doesn't raise your blood sugar. But there are things that raise people's blood sugar that shouldn't. So I always say test yourself. I did do a glucose test on it for myself, and it did not raise me at all. But everybody's different. But again, it's still another thing. Just like anything else, to me, you should have it sparingly. You shouldn't be eating a bar a day, especially something like that, or 2 a day.
Well, that's terrible news for me. Just terrible. So you're saying that if I eat an entire box in one day, that would be a bad move on my part.
Did you do that?
Maybe. But the next day I spent, like, in the restroom.
When we got them, we each had a box. And so here's your box. Here's my box. You had your whole box. Mine was sitting on the shelf.
I think half my box was in your box.
Mine was sitting on the shelf, and I went to get one, and I'm like, God, they're all gone. I thought Kayla made them all.
The dog. It was
April's birthday cake Stoka bars.
Shanta says, ice cream is my weakness. Wasn't cheeseburger in Sawgrass? I love Stoka bars.
Yes, there was one in Sawgrass. There were a few of them, and then they used to have the challenge. Remember, if you ate the burger, you'd get on the wall. You had to eat it in a certain time.
I could have totally done that. Why did we miss that opportunity? Chalk Zero and Built Bars, I can't eat just one. Yes, they're like potato chips. I could eat a whole box.
Kim said, I'm really disappointed Built Bar discontinued the little mini bars. See, I almost got those, and we did.
Was there little mini
bars? They had little mini ones, and it was like 3 of them was equal to 1, but that would be the better thing for us to have. That's one of the things I like about Chalk Zero is that it comes in those little individual pieces. I can eat just one.
So here's how that would have gone. I would have been like, well, 3 is like a 1 whole one, and I'm comfortable eating 2 or 3 whole ones, so I could have this many times this many.
Sherry says, I can't have pints of ice cream.
There you go.
We're the same. We have, I don't know.
The bars
We
are
have
better
a bunch
for
of
us.
pints that we had stockpiled, and we slowly give them away.
Yeah.
We give them to Rachel's mom, or, Caleb will have one.
Yeah.
But I won't open them anymore because we can't have a pint of ice cream. So most people would be like, oh, I can have a serving, which means if we each have a serving, that's 2 days. We got to the point where it was the whole pint is gone. We're doing a double serving.
The bars
and then we wanted
better.
it more. So we've now, if we're going to have ice cream, we either have Keto Chow ice cream, we make our own from Carrie Brown, or we use the Enlightened bars. I'm really hoping that at some point Rebel gets bars.
They're totally delicious. Like, all the ice cream is delicious. And if you can do it in moderation, then, like, it's going to be perfect. But, like, yeah, we struggle too.
Ha! Carmen said, I've never had any but Quest bars. I'm almost a keto bar virgin.
Aww.
I like some of the Quest bars, and they have gotten better with their nutrition, their ingredients. When we first started keto, they actually used IMO fiber. Now they don't. The problem is they're very, very high in protein, so they wouldn't satiate me.
So I just want to hug Sarah Muhammad right now. Grape Zervia. I can never say no. Even my 3 teenagers think I'm gross for liking grape.
So why do you want to hug her? She likes it.
I know, because I just am like, that emphasizes everybody has something different. So, like, for me, the grape, no way. But, like, for Joe, grape everything. Grape.
So we have a bunch of this now. This is the Aldi version of
Zevia.
like Zevia. We have a few Zevias left, but not many. But we have this, and I think we ended up with like 12 cases of it. But you only have 4 flavors. You have the ginger ale, which you don't like.
Not my favorite.
The cream, the root beer, and the cola. The cola is actually really good.
I love the cream and the root beer. Are they bringing it back? Have you seen it?
I don't know. I haven't been into Aldi because you're only allowed one person per 1,000, or 5 people per 1,000 square feet of the store now.
Well, 1 per family.
And 1 person per family. So you can't go in there with like your husband and wife shopping. But I am still watching for Zevia to go on sale at Whole Foods just so I can stockpile grape.
Oh.
All the other flavors, I don't care. But I really like the grape. Like the Mountain Dew flavor, yeah, I can take it or leave it. The orange, I could take it or leave it. I don't like the strawberry. It's the only, and then
I don't like strawberry.
The only one I absolutely don't like of Zevia is lemon lime. But I love the grape Zevia. It just reminds me of my youth drinking grape knee high, and there was another brand. There was another brand of grape, and I loved it. Oh, Crush, a grape Crush soda.
Okay, so anything like strawberry soda reminds me of my childhood.
Okay.
Because my grandparents would buy, it wasn't even like a normal size Coke size. It came in some cylinder that was just like, it looked like an oxygen tank. I didn't even know they sold it that big. But like, yeah, it was like a giant bottle, and it was like strawberry.
I have like 4 cans of grape left. I'm very disappointed. Gail said, have we ever tried Keto Pint ice cream? The texture is so bad. I have not tried it.
I haven't seen it yet. Have you?
It's nowhere around here. Everybody gets to the Costco. We have looked in Costco and looked in Costco and looked in Costco. I know a lot of people have asked us to try the Real Good. And I was, I don't know. There's just nothing about Real Good I've ever liked.
You know who has not asked us? Real Good. Real Good has not asked us.
No, they do sponsor a lot of channels, and they're not approaching us.
They are not friend
But I
requesting
did
us.
notice that Tara and her husband from Tara's Keto Kitchen were doing it the other day.
What did they think?
And they read, I didn't get that far because I had to get out of the car, but they were reading the ingredients, and the ingredients were really good. So maybe we'll pick it up
if we ever
and
find
try
it.
That I know where one of the local health food stores has it.
Lisa Daniel says, just got here. Who won?
It was Cheryl.
No. Yeah.
Cheryl.
Sarah said, oh, I forgot to mention the Choc Zero peanut butter cups are back in stock as of last night. I ordered the white chocolate.
Okay.
Okay, you need to make that happen.
I will make that happen.
Cheryl won today. Yes. Let's see. Reflip this guy around. I'm trying to. Is it not?
No, you have it upside down.
Oh, okay. Technology. Rhonda says nuts. I portioned them out and put the rest far away.
Rachel is bad with nuts, and I'm bad with certain kinds of nuts. Like almonds, pecans, I can resist all of that.
Do you want to know how bad I am with nuts? Here we go. So before all of this happened, at work, they had a giant container of like the mixed nuts, like mixed fancy nuts. All right. So I had to go and stop by at work, and it had gone down to this low because everybody at work is like taking out that should be the last thing that I want to touch, right? Is a communal anything, right? Don't touch that. And it was so hard for me not to just reach in there with a cup and get some nuts out of that thing. But I feel like super proud of myself. But as I was like fighting that, I was thinking to myself, why are you fighting trying to eat something out of a communal container? Why? Because nuts. Because it's nuts.
Rhonda said nuts. I portioned them out, put the rest far away. Mary Taquita said, hey there.
Your picture is so adorable. I love that.
Paul said, I'm with Rhonda. Nuts when I can't start, I can't stop.
Can't stop.
I'm that way with macadamias and Brazil nuts, which are like the worst too. Right? Brazil nuts, awesome on keto, but like 5 Brazil nuts is like almost 300 calories.
What is 5 nuts, please?
Evolved keto cups are my weakness. Yes.
Did we try those yet?
So when they first came out a couple years ago, we got a batch from Whole Foods, and remember we got home and they were all melted already because it's a lot of coconut oil.
Oh, that's right.
So they don't do well here in Florida.
Probably a good thing for us.
But they were
tasty.
on sale at Whole Foods. They're not sweet at all.
No.
So if you're looking at something compared to,
I remember
like
Lollies,
they are not sweet at all. But they have really good ingredients. I think they use like an artichoke fiber as like their fiber.
We're getting creative
the
here.
Ingredients are really good, and we did get them. I guess about 3 weeks ago they were on sale, and I got a couple of them, and I left one of the packs in my car.
That was a mistake.
5 minutes, and it just like melted down. I tried putting them in the refrigerator, but now it's just like melted all through the paper because they have like a paper like Reese's kind of.
So you have to eat the paper.
So
I'm not letting it go. It's like.
But they're really good if you don't want something sweet, but you want that like fat kind of fat bomb peanut butter cup, but without the sweetness.
I have absolutely eaten paper to salvage a melted candy thing. I've absolutely eaten paper, and. Yeah, probably at least a Dixie cup's worth of paper over my lifetime.
Katie said, so true, Rachel. We really need to see every victory.
We do, because we forget how far we've come. I can remember how good we felt when we were able to go to the Relate conference.
Do you know how bad I want to get off right now because everybody's talking about Choc Zero?
And now you want to go run and get the peanut butter cups?
I need to not. I won't resist them.
The middle section, we went to this church for a Relate conference, and they are the most hospitable people ever. They had so much lavish spread put out for everybody. And when we walked by that, the first time and didn't go and get a bunch of free food, I was so proud of us. Because it was like, it had never happened in my life. I was always on cleanup crew. Like, oh, well, I hate anything to go to waste. So anything anybody brought in anywhere or offered, I was like, yeah, I'll finish it all up. So
the first year we went to that conference, we weren't on keto and we were both bad. But I remember
rolled away from it.
We went to a conference the month before that. I don't know if you remember, in Texas at Fellowship. And they were doing like free coffees and stuff, but it was like any kind of coffee you could think of, like lattes. They had this, I forgot, it was like an HNL shot, which was like
whole nother
espresso
level.
with cream and sugar. I mean, it was
terrible.
I drank 10 of them in one day.
I was getting
doubles. I was telling like I want a double one, like a double espresso shot with the sugar and the whatever they were putting. I drank like 10 of those. I mean, I felt great, but
yeah, for a second until it crashed.
Each one of those was like 400 calories. That's how bad I used to be.
So like when you have that like forward momentum, sometimes you forget where you came from.
Lost in Space said, I've never eaten a pint of ice cream. I always eat just half.
Well, you have way more restraint than me. Follow that dream. That is the Elvis song. I mean, the Elvis movie. Follow that dream.
What's better? Cheryl wants to know what's better, Chalk Zero chips or Lily's chips. I think Chalk Zero chips are better chocolate chips. Lily's have a little bit of a bite to them. Yeah, the only thing is they're harder to find Chalk Zero in a store.
Mom says, yeah, you need to give them all to Rachel's mom. So cute. Patty says, I can't eat the bars, or I'm like Rachel. I turn into Cookie Monster and I just shove them in. Yes. Auntie Val says, for me, Ritz or Townhouse crackers, I would eat an entire box. Yep.
Lost in Space.
I love great Zip Fizz. Okay, they're sold out again. Oh, that fast. 3-liter Shasta. Yes, that had to be it. It had to be 3 liters.
Yeah, I remember for a while they came out with a 3-liter bottle. I think you could still get it sometimes at a dollar store now.
Ron says, hey guys, I love this strawberry and Mountain Zevia. Married to Keto says, I love strawberry soda. I do too. Patty says, I love the Mountain View Zevia. Couldn't find it anywhere anymore, so have an Amazon order coming with it. Love. Wow.
Nancy said, did you have Delaware Punch? Never heard of that.
No. I bet it was good, though. Sarah says, oh, darn. Thank you for the update. I'm glad I was able to grab some this time. They sell out super fast. Yes, they do.
I'm actually glad they're sold out right now.
Well, it was funny. I mean, even Goody.
Trying to behave myself.
If you guys watched our interview with the Goody Beats, even he was like trying to get stuff.
Yeah, he tried to get the bunnies. They got sold out. And he was like, are you kidding? He's like, I want to promote them for you. I can't get any.
No bunnies. Ronald says, I noticed that my local Kroger has keto ice cream now. That's kind of awesome. It's funny to see it
trickle in.
Yes,
I did see somebody say that like Kroger has their own brand.
It's interesting to see it like trickle in. Shanta, Real Good said they're scared to give y'all something because y'all will break it all the way down. I know. Ed says, hey guys. Hey, Ed. Rhonda says, churned keto chow mocha yesterday and the ice cream came out really good. I added a little vegetable glycerin because I portioned it into individual cups for later. So creamy. What a smart idea.
So yeah, the vegetable glycerin will make it so it doesn't become like a rock in the freezer, especially because there's a lot of water in that.
Which you guys all know.
I have got to go order some of that mocha. We have not had any, and
we had banana recently though, and I'm kind of in love with the banana. Cheryl says peanut butter cups are sold out as of now. Melissa says, I ordered the variety pack of the Chalk Zero peanut butter cups. Can't wait to try them. You got to tell me, do you love them? Because that I have not tried that yet.
Maybe they shouldn't tell us.
Annie Val says, can't eat strawberries anymore. Well, an entire pint in one sitting. Now, there's a thing. So if you guys saw our vlog the other day, we talked about different like foods that are completely acceptable on keto, but just not our fave. And berries were one for me. Yeah. So like, you guys might not have a problem with Built Bars, and I don't have a problem with strawberries.
Now, I always did enjoy strawberries, but, you know, you really shouldn't be eating more than 2 or 3 strawberries.
What are you doing?
A good strawberry, like, I have a hard time resisting. The thing is most of the ones in the stores, to me, they're not very good. You almost need, like, fresh-picked ones.
Was showing some from a farmer's market, though, and you know those are good.
There's a big difference.
So, Nancy says, I have 2 Zip Fizzes a day. Yeah, I love Zip Fizz. Valerie says, my favorite Zevio is grapefruit citrus. I just tried those, and they're actually pretty good. And
I like those.
You know I'm kind of weird. Almonds just hop into my mouth. Yes, almonds they have legs. Almonds go right down my throat. Lost in Space says, I store my keto cups in my fridge, which is the problem. I see them every time I open the door. Yes, refrigerator drive-bys are a thing. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to curb that, though. We've been really good from Monday through Friday. Or it's Saturday today. Is it Saturday today? It's Saturday today.
It's Saturday.
Sarah says, I'm off to do the dishes. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Ron says, I like the Lily's cups, but not Evolved cups, not sweet enough.
Yeah, one's like a piece of candy, and the other one is like a fat bomb.
April, though, says, OMG, I love the Evolved hazelnut and coffee cups. Ooh, that sounds good. The coffee one sounds good. They're saying bye to Sarah. Valerie, Peely nuts. The only reason I don't eat all of them is that they are too expensive.
I stopped buying them because, first
They're
of all,
so
very
buttery.
high in fat, very high in calories, and they're expensive, and I would eat the whole bag. We used to buy the big bag, and then I would just put my hands in. I wasn't even buying the individual serving bags.
Yeah, they're so delicious. Rhonda says, I'm starting to notice that each time I drink a Zevia, soon after I get hungry, and it makes me want a snack. So, yeah, there you go. So, for some people, there's different triggers. Katie says she's got to go finish preparing dinner. Hugs to you all, fam. Carmen says, I'm glad ice cream comes in pints because I could eat a whole half gallon with a pie on the side. Yes. So Paul says, whoa, Joe Sugar Overload, talking about those drinks. Lost in Space says, when Joe pets the cat, he looks like Dr. Evil. Gail says, I just finished an enlightened keto dark chocolate bar after my dinner. Yum. That's exactly how we have to eat them, is like that. Ed says, Plant City, Florida, during Strawberry Festival.
Yes.
I dare you to just eat a couple. I love Plant City. Yeah. Ed, is that where you're at? You're in Plant City?
I grew up, we used to go strawberry picking all the time. And fresh like that, they're great. But the problem is, by the store ones, they pick them early because they don't want them to over-ripen. But yeah, we can go someplace fresh. But I'm not going to just eat two. That's my problem.
I am going to look and see. That reminds me, Ed, that... to see if there are some farms in Plant City that would have a whole cow. Because they have some great farms out there.
I found one place, but he wants a lot of money. He wants $2,800 for a whole cow. I feel like that's a lot of money.
$2,800 for a cow?
Do we get to keep it? They're charging. Alive? He's charging you, and it's like Kim Howerton is putting together a list of like local farms for the whole country. And
wow.
So the only one that she had for Florida. And I did message him, and he said, yeah, it's $2,800. It's like $5 a pound for the cow.
Okay.
But that was like full weight. And I'm like, well, that works. It worked out to be like about $9 a pound. Like that was, it wasn't.
So they're not
wasn't as good of a deal as.
They're not going to butcher it in the.
No, they have and then you had to pay extra for butchering and stuff. It worked out to be about $10 a pound, which
seems
is
like
to me a lot of money. Because I should be paying, if you're buying a whole cow, you should be paying about $7 a pound, anywhere between $5 to $7 a pound, because you're paying the same for ground beef that you are for the steak.
Right.
So, yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Sherry said, I'm loving the melted down keto bricks. The new flavor is my favorite.
It is nice and creamy.
Yeah, I like it. So, okay. We've been on for like an hour.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday.
Make sure you guys join us. We're going to do Keto on the Couch live again on Monday at 12 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, noon. And if you can't join us, that's okay. You'll be able to catch the live stream. Hopefully it doesn't go 2 hours.
But we will be giving away the 5 Keto Chow. Peanut butter keto chow.
Yeah, when do we have to do that?
On Keto on the Couch.
Are we supposed to do that today? I don't remember.
We're going to do it on Keto on the Couch.
Or maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. We have to look it up. Bye, guys.
Love you. I'm going to keep waving.